Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Cara. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another one today. So lately I have been revisiting a lot of makeup in my collection, and one of the things I have been going back and playing with are my Dior quints. So today I am bringing out Jungle because I think it's very similar to a couple other things in my collection. I want to revisit it, see if I like it. Do I need to let it go? Does it need to go to the graveyard? Or does it still have a place in my very large collection? So if you want to just hang out, see me play with the quint and see a couple comparisons, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So I'll be honest, you guys, I have palettes that I have not even touched yet, but I really want to focus on what calls to me. And I wanted to play with Jungle. I was looking for it the other day. I couldn't find it. And then I was looking and I did find it. So it was really right in front of my face. But as per usual, I'm getting ready to go to work. Now here's what this quint looks like. So you see you've got a peach shimmer. You've got like a champagne-y type of shimmer satin. I'll call them satins. A brown, an antique gold or chartreuse shade, and then a deep green. And here are what the swatches look like on my hand. As I always say, I don't know if these swatch particularly well. Don't mind this, that's a highlighter I have on by Hourglass, but they perform really well. Now these quints seem to be all the rage back in 2020 when Dior changed their eyeshadow formula, so a lot of people were getting them. I'm very blush heavy today and very dewy. But yeah, I like them, then I kind of didn't like them because I got into like all of the indie, sparkly, like that indie shifty goodness. And then I was like, these aren't as good. But as I've evolved, I've come to appreciate both. I'm liking the luxury just as much as I like the indie. It just really depends on the mood that I'm in. And lately I've been kind of going for things like this because they're simple and easy. I am filming in the morning. Like right now, I really shouldn't even be so chatty, but I am. And I just want something quick. I'm not overwhelmed. I can see the looks really easily. And I just thought it would be a good idea to go back. And, you know, I've been doing these flashbacks and see, does this still have a place in my collection? So these are like 62 bucks. So I'm damn sure gonna be using it. I have to. They only have a 6-month shelf life, but I store these in a cool place, no humidity or anything like that. As long as they smell fine and perform fine, I'm gonna continue to use them. So let's go into Jungle. This one is still available now. You can catch it on a sale. And let's just play. Let's just see what we're thinking. Is this still any good? That's what I'd like. Ta-da. All right. That, I don't know why I had to say it like that. Now, oh my gosh, I just realized I have something on my jeans because I wore them yesterday because that's where I'm at in life. We are gonna go ahead and start with the peachy shade, and I am gonna use a Dose of Colors tapered brush. Look at that nice peachy little shade. Feel like it's picking up on this blush. So, and wait till I tell you what this blush is. I know I look extra red. I'm kind of going for that today though. So let's see what else is going on in my life. School is still in session. I know, you're probably like, what? Yes, it is. And it is so much, y'all. Like the kids are done, I'm done, everyone's done. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with them today. Like I get they still want bell to bell instruction. However, I don't understand how I'm supposed to pack up my room. How am I supposed to pack it up? Because I'm moving rooms. Everything has to come down. Everything has to come out. Pulling this into the blush. Oh gosh, I look red. It's okay though. We're gonna make it work. Yeah, so I'm moving upstairs. It's just a big transition. Same grade next year, 2nd grade. So what do we think? It looks really nice. And you know, these are satins, so you can use them like both. I mean, you can use anything however you want. But I tend to prefer a matte shade in the crease and transition area. So yeah, I like that. Now I want to go ahead into this antique color here. Let us just go ahead with a finger today. And then I will use a brush to kind of take it up a little higher. And this is coming off really nicely. Just going all the way across the lid today, because again, looking for something simplistic. That's kind of what I'm into these days. Gonna go like that. I'm just gonna take a clean brush and just kind of mix the two shades together so that they flow right into each other. Don't want a harsh gradient in between. Just bring it up like that. I think that looks good. I'm trying to practice with being a little further away from the ring light. I just hate looking so washed out, but now I feel like I look a little crazy, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna move on to that beautiful green. And I just had this What's Up Beauty R105 brush in my hand. I am gonna take that into the deep green, and then I might end up using a fluffier brush to kind of diffuse it out a little bit more, but I'm just gonna use it. This is really good for placing it, because it's denser, it's still fluffy. So you can use it in a crease to blend out, but it makes it easier for me personally to build up the shade. And then of course, like, that's not great right there, but I'm gonna use the fluffy brush to help with that. I always do this eye better. I feel like this eye always comes out better. I don't know if it's the angle or what. I'm just kind of going in the crease, going over our little antique gold shade, just to kind of put it all together. And now we'll go back into a fluffy brush. I'm just taking the same brush I started with, which was the Dose of Colors, and I am just kind of going over the entire look. I think you can still see all three colors. You can see the peach, you can see the gold, and we can now see the green. And you know, those could be all the shades we use in the look, or you know, you can continue on. I'm going to continue to use a couple more shades once this blends out. So here's what we have. You know, I'm not really trying to be perfect with this. I kind of like that it's kind of faded out, I would say. And I'm gonna take a What's Up Beauty R101 brush. I'm gonna go into the brown shade in the center, and I'm gonna sweep that across the lower lash line. And you know, depending on how you wear your shades, you know, this doesn't look too much different than the green. Just depends on whether or not you choose to build them up. But I could have put the green on the lower lash line, you know. I think it probably would look the same. And then lastly, I am going to take the Satin Champagne shade with the same pencil brush. I'm just wiping it on my hand to make sure there's no residue. And then I'm gonna just tap that into the inner corner as a point. You know, this is a more subdued highlight. You know, sometimes like with the indie, I use like something that's really kind of popping, but this is nice too. It just depends on the mood that I'm in. I'm just kind of dragging this up here, and I'm just giving it some lightness over here, which is fine. Let's also take some of that champagne and just highlight the brow bone arch, just like that. All right, I like this. It's simple, it's easy, and I really don't have too much to say about it. You know what I mean? I think it looks great. I feel like I look super deep and dark. Maybe it's because it's dreary outside. All right, I had to put that up a little bit. I don't know what looks better, but I do have a video showcasing this quint and old one. So, all right, so that's it. Let's make sure we like it. All right, let's take a look one more time at the final product. I love the yellow touch, and I went with the light lips because, you know, I just felt like I had a darker look, and I just wanted my eyeshadow to be the hero, because I like to pick a hero, and it's usually eyes or lips. So today it's eyes. It's usually eyes. The one thing that I do like to do that I didn't do is I like the outer corners to stay deep. So I forgot to go back and touch that up, just because sometimes I take the metallic all the way, but I like it to just only go part of the way. So just to keep that nice and deep. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I don't even want lashes today. Nope. All right, so overall, I do like this quint. It is not my favorite, but I definitely like the look that I got from it. Hope you enjoy. Let me know if it's too much seeing the old footage. Is it too much? Like, I really enjoy going back and looking at the old videos. I don't see a lot of content creators doing that. And, you know, every once in a while, I'll see someone showcase an old video or something that they may have taken down. But, you know, sometimes we look at how we've changed and maybe we feel worse about the makeup we were doing then, or maybe we realize we've aged in some way, you know. And for the few videos that I've done this with, I have seen that I've aged in some way. It's making me miss my hair a little bit, but I love this too. I love both, you know, and who knows, maybe I will go back to having the frizzy hair again. I don't know. I mean, this is still very frizzy, but I love this journey too. So I do kind of appreciate, I'm just trying to get my hair straight for today. I really do appreciate like seeing the evolution and going back, but I did look and I'm like, oh, should I put some lashes on again? Like I kind of like these lashes, maybe not as dramatic, you know what I mean? So it's fun, it's fun. I want to tell you what's on my face really quickly and then show you a couple comparisons, and then I'm off to work as per usual. So I have on the Chanel Skin Tint Foundation, the #1, mixed with my Auric Glow Lust and Pyrite. Very glowy today. I have on for my concealer, the new Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer, set with the Pat McGrath Under Eye Blur Powder. Let me tell you about the blush though. Paradise Venus, Desert Orchid, AKA Paradise Glow, the new one. Yes, that's what this is. Paradise Glow by Pat McGrath. I have on a Merit Lip Oil, which I may put something else on. Bronzer is the Chanel Cream Bronzer, the Healthy Glow in Tan Deep. So let me go ahead and get some eyeliner and mascara. I'll be back to close this one out. Let's talk about how I just recorded a whole bunch, like with the final look, and didn't press record. So here's the final look, y'all. A mess. Not the look, but the recording, because y'all know I be almost late for work every day. Anyway, that's the final look. I took a liner by Char. It was from the Green Lights liner, the double-ended one. Took the matte side and I lined my upper lids and then my waterline with that, just to, you know, give a little depth to the look, I guess, make it a little deeper. And then, for lips, I did have on a Merit Lip Oil, but then I took the shade Nile by Juvia's Place. It's like a golden brown. Like it's got like just this yellow tint to it that looks so nice. I think it looks really nice with the look. And then, you know, I got my Star Wars shirt on and I'm obsessed with these headbands. So I know y'all seeing them a lot. Now, if you like that Jungle Quint, pick up the Natasha Denona mini gold. I mean, if you're looking for it, this is a great one. Just wore it to a wedding, and I also compared this one to the holiday 2020 launch, which was called Golden Snow, and that's this one. So let me just show you, because if you have Jungle, you almost have Golden Snow. I mean, they are a lot alike. I know they don't look like it, but you have that kind of antique gold chartreuse type shade. You have a satin here. Formulas are a little different. Some of these, the holiday quint shades, have a little more sparkle, but in Jungle, you have a peach, you have a satin, you've got a brown, and then you have the deep green. So these are similar, believe it or not. And I think that Jungle and the Natasha Denona Mini Gold are very similar. This one actually might be better, just so you know. Also, there is a mini palette by Milani. It's called the Outlaw palette, but I'm not sure what shade. I don't even know if that's still being sold. I did have it, but I decluttered that one just because it's just so similar, and I wasn't gonna get rid of my Dior one over the Milani one. I mean, I think the performance of the Milani one was okay, but the Dior one was more expensive, unfortunately. And I just promised myself that I have to use this stuff if I'm gonna spend the money on it. And so I didn't need both, but that Milani one is still good quality, and that one's super affordable as well. Okay, y'all, I have to go to work because now I'm really about to be late, but I just wanted to come on, revisit this. Oh, does this have a place in my collection? It does. right with the rest of my quints that are sitting on my dresser. I love revisiting this. I love revisiting makeup. I think it's really fun, and I'm hoping, you know, the goal for this is to inspire you to look at whatever is in your collection. You know, I know some people are on no buys and low buys. Some people are on a high buy. Some people are on a they don't know buy. But you know what? For me, I'm not on a no buy, but it's almost like, honestly, if I bring something in, something has to go. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And, you know, I have some things that I brought in, but every time something comes in, I want something to go. As far as palettes that I purchase, I would love for the end of the year to have less than however many palettes it was that I had at the end of last year. The one that I showed in my eyeshadow collection video. So I think I had like 240 palettes or something ridiculous like that. I do want to have less than that. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I definitely don't want to have a lot more. I know that I'm gifted some, so I'm not necessarily going to count those, but for what I've purchased and what I'm bringing in, I want to hone in, I want to curate my collection, and I want to love it. So that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me today for this one. I hope this was therapy for you, because it always is for me. So until I see you again, make sure you're being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice. Stay safe, and I will see y'all really soon. Bye.